Hi, my name is Deepak Nair and I'm the lead vocalist with Punkh.
I'm Khoj, I play guitar.
Hi, my name is Karan, I play the guitars.
Punkh is 5 of us, so you just see 3 of us because our bass player Younger, he's back home in Nagaland, and our drummer Josh is in church. The band was formed in Germany in the year 2004. I was there for doing my bachelor's in jazz and pop music from a university. We were called Guru back then. I came back to India in 2007, and since the lineup had changed considerably enough, it made sense to give a new name, and it was Punkh. I always wanted to call it Punkh, but because it was always a band, we had to be democratic with it. That's when I met up with my old musician friends like Younger and Josh. We wanted to regroup and start playing edgy music. And towards 2009, 2010, I already knew Karan, and from years back, it made sense to share my music with Karan, and he was absolutely keen on playing. Then we met Kern. In fact, Kern is the latest addition to Punkh. So right now we are trying to have a new sound, which apparently doesn't go in tangent with our first release, which was done by EMI Music by the name of Punkh. It had a more hip-hop, electro, power pop sound. There was a German rapper, a friend of mine, he's done the raps. So it was a crossover scene in India. We were not too sure whether rock music would make sense, although it's everything in what I've grown up on, and I would always love to play that kind of sound, metal or rock. And so this lineup now with 5 of us intend on doing that, and we hope with more initiatives like this we can take our music across. Like I said, when we play our songs, or when the song writing process happened, I was again in a state of, what do I say, spiritual restlessness, and there were a lot of questions that were coming into my mind. So the songs essentially talk about questions everyone may have towards their daily life or what they see around them. So like the titles like Karma or Tanha, Khuda, yeah, so. And plus, it's in Hindi, that always was the deal, to somehow get away with it and somehow make sense. Because honestly, I know and I understand the fact that people out there have heard rock music in English or maybe even in Spanish or even in German, but it's still not a big deal, to say that, okay, rock music can happen in our language. But recently we got a little stint with BBC Friction, and they quoted us by saying that, you have to listen to these guys. So in case you're still not into bands that are playing Hindi and rock, they just might help you tip over. So here we go. That's what, simple words, simple lyrics, coming to you with hard rocking music. And like Karan brings in a lot of new elements when we play live, always more additional guitar solos and,
I try to do what I can. And since as a child I've been brought up on guitar players ranging from Steve Vai to Alan Holdsworth. I try and incorporate bits of stuff I've learned over the years with Punkh and add a little bit of more flavor to it.
It's always been a conscious effort with Punkh not to be typecasted with the kind of music we would like to produce in the future or what we already do. Although it's rock music, going more into metal music is what personally in the band we'll find most of us listening to. But a few of my favorite bands like Cypress Hill, Asian Dub Foundation, they really don't want to be classified as being a hip-hop band or being a rock band or being a world music band. So like a song like Namaste, Punkh was, so we were driven to write a song during the Commonwealth Games. We called it the unofficial welcome song from Delhi, being a band from Delhi. It was the days when we were still touring with a DJ And you know, there was so much being said in the news whether Delhi is ready for the Commonwealth Games. Koi dikha raha hai, you know, they're showing leaking table tennis courts and everything. And the city, we had to go through a lot personally for I think at least 4-5 years. The roads were being dug up, the metro was being made, and there was so much being talked about. So we thought, okay, let's go out there and film it, because we have a bunch of friends who like to make these kind of videos. And so since the video was thought about, we said, okay, we should write a song, and Namaste came about. Namaste was just a welcome song, a band having fun. We had a lot of fun. So essentially in the future, you'll just see Punkh dabble with many more genres. That's what I personally think, glam rock.
Namaste to everybody. Namaste. Namaste from a community. Namaste. Namaste. Vishwa Sukha Shanti. Namaste. कोई बोले राम राम, कोई बोले या खुदा, कोई बोले राम राम हे राम, कोई बोले राम राम, कोई बोले या खुदा, कोई बोले राम राम हे राम.
Punkh's latest EP is called Karma. The songs are the same as Ghoom, which Guru had recorded, and we have 8 songs. The EP is the first impression of, you know, so it's got 5 songs. We've kept 3 hidden. Karma would be the title song. We intend on shooting a music video for it later by December or so. Karma, it talks about karma. It's like 69, you know, you give what you get. But yeah, it talks about the what goes up must come down. It's again questioning the unequal births we see around us, and everything that anybody who would be there, what am I doing here, would want to know. So yeah, it was a basic, simple concept with the music.
जीना यहाँ मरना यहाँ ये कैसा खेल है, जैसा करे वैसा फिर ये कैसा मेल है. कर्मा.
Then we have Ghoomle, the track with a video. The video is again shot when the song was recorded in 2004. We had a good bunch of students. They were film students from Germany, and they wanted to submit something for their thesis, and they just loved the music and they wanted to shoot something with me. So we found this old, almost haunted house, and we also have a Playboy model in the video, so you have to take a look. Yeah, she is shooting for Playboy the very next week, and she was supposed to fly down to Sweden for that, and she was kind enough to come down and do a full day shoot for the video. And yeah, Ghoomle is the song that talks about, you know, kal ka kya hoga, we don't know, just have fun. But again, it's being sarcastic in its own spirit.
कैसा है ये सफर, पूछना कौन से, कल का क्या पता, साथ मेरे खुदा, झूम ले मेरे यार, झूम ले मेरे यार, झूम ले मेरे यार, झूम ले मेरे यार.
Sun is another particular song which I like out of our set because it has lots of heavy metal sounds. The whole riff is very catchy.
I think it's our fastest song also. In terms
The
of
tempo, so it gives me as a guitar player lots of options to shred. Yes, and again it has a very catchy intro as well with a little sitar effect on it.
And the lyrics are pretty interesting also. It's like insan se insan ka, insan sa insaf kar. Talking about leave your you know, religious practices aside, just be kind to the next person, and I think that's good enough. Like किसी माँ पे जुल्म, किसी जान पे जुल्म नहीं मिटने वाला ये है ये पाप.
इंसान से इंसान का, इंसान सा इंसाफ कर, हर जान हर ईमान का, हर हाल पे सम्मान कर.
I think the favorite song for most people, like parents, girls, aunties, ladies, would be Tanha. Tanha is the ballad. We intend on making a music video for Tanha also post Karma. It's again a lovely love song, so to say. We can sing a little bit of the song. सोचों में मेरे है क्यों आज भी वो कल, क्या करूं मैं क्या करूं, यादों में मेरे है क्या आज भी वो कल, क्या करूं मैं क्या करूं.
छोरा गीत नहीं हमसे कोई आगे नहीं, बीस छोरा गीत नहीं हमसा है कोई नहीं, यहाँ वहाँ जहाँ भी हम वही के हम राजा.
Curtains down, we're a different set of people. That's how we'd like to put it. You know, it's like, personally, five of us like to go absolutely nuts on stage. You can even sometimes spot Karan with a bloody iron mask on his face, you know, and the last bit of the act is when he takes it off, and there comes a good-looking guy from there and says, "Yeah," you know, and yeah, stuff like that. And I think we love playing to the smaller towns. There's more take back because, you know, you come, honestly speaking, play in a pub in Bombay or Delhi and stuff like that, you'll still have some guys, yeah, you do find some very pretty good listeners and guys who come across and say, hey, nice music, and end up following you on Facebook and stuff. But these smaller towns is where you get all that frenzy, you know, they want to, you signed a lot of autographs. We were in Punjab, for example, Hoshiarpur, it was an engineering college, and kids went nuts. I think we created more riot than the fashion show.
The professor came and asked you to shut down.
Yeah, all that, you know, it's
typical Sadda hug moment.
yeah. And now, yeah, thanks to Bollywood dabbling with rock music, it's now, you know, it's finally being accepted to be a rock and roll band or rock and roll artist. Yeah, we're pretty excited that the Bollywood call has come. There is this film that's being made. I'm sorry, I can't give the title out yet, but it is a Jan 2013 release. It is supposed to go in for about 13, 14 film festivals across, and 4 of our songs have been picked up by the director. He absolutely went berserk when he heard Karma. For him, it was the lifeline for his movie. He said, "This is the spine of my movie." It is supposedly a very edgy movie. They apparently shot with a Canon 5D and all. So again, on the concept is also very underworld and stuff. We just heard him out. We saw some photographs, some rushes, and we said, okay, go ahead. The director intends on doing some concerts with the band also. So touring is what we really have in mind. We've been underground for almost the last 6 months, just rehearsing, getting our act together. And you will see Punkh in your city, wherever you are, pretty soon, in a college festival or maybe a cafe or something. Be sure to be there, because what you can catch live is a lot of experience that will come alive in those 90 minutes. So I think that should be something to watch out for. Talking about putting our music on portals like ArtistAloud, honestly, today bands and musicians, when they go out there, and very few of them are actually recording music because they've given up with the idea of selling a CD or something. You can check that across with as many bands as you want. But for us who are lucky enough to have an album ready, we would like to give all our songs to ArtistAloud. They have 4 of our songs. We are talking already, they'll be taking 4 more. It's excellent to at least get a feedback in terms of, they send us every 3 months, they send us a sales report, and we have been paid, even if it's a little amount, we've been paid 3 or 4 checks towards ringtone sales for Karma, Tanha, and we've had 2,000 plus downloads in 3 months. And you know, it's those little joys, you know, it's like, you know, that finally my music got sold or something, you know. And like I said, and we're not even anticipating any returns from selling our music. But when you have someone out there, when there's so much more, there are so many more lucrative business proposals, even if you're talking about the music scene. But when you have someone like ArtistAloud who is going out there, going into your personal spaces and finding those independent artists, I think that's when you're saying, okay, India's ready now for that musical revolution which we have been waiting for, and we've been pushing for the last. I started pushing this 1996. I think you were also one of those. He's pretty young, you know. So
96.
yeah, I started the.
And 90.
Yeah, so.
बताएगा मुझे कहाँ है मेरा खुदा कोई बताएगा मुझे कहाँ है मेरा खुदा कोई बताएगा मुझे कहाँ है मेरा खुदा कोई बताएगा मुझे कहाँ है मेरा खुदा उड़ते पंछी खुले आसमान में बहता पानी मेरे जो सागर में
Hi, I'm Noel, and I've composed all the tunes, and I play the guitar also, and I'm one of the main singers of the band.
Hi, I'm Arpana and I have written the lyrics of the album and I have also sung most of the songs.
And together we are Khoj. We were thinking about what we will call ourselves, and we were actually looking for a name for the band as such, and we got down to scribbling a few names, and we brainstormed, and suddenly I don't know where I got this name from. I just said Khoj, and we decided to call ourselves Khoj.
Yeah, and that's the time when I said, yes, that's the name, that's Khoj. This is us, this is going to be the band's name. And we just thought because it goes so well with what we think, what our philosophy is, because we are always looking for something and we are seeking.
Everybody is
trying to make things better for himself or herself. And our music should just take them somewhere. When they listen to our music, they should feel rejuvenated, they should feel happy, they should play it in their car, and they should just forget all their worries, all their office pressure and anything that's bothering them, and they should just soak themselves into Khoj, you know, the music of Khoj. Since I used to write songs in school when I was in my 11th grade, and so I thought let's do something in music, but I didn't know what. So, and Noel had actually stopped playing the guitar. He was literally out of music. I was literally out of music. We got into corporate jobs and we were literally out of music. And then I thought, okay, we have to do something now. And उस टाइम मेरे को ऐसे दिमाग में आया इंग्लिश म्यूज़िक कौन सुनेगा, you know, the trend has changed. So I thought let's do Hindi.
All the songs are in Hindi, and we chose Hindi as the language for the album is because, I mean, there's a reason why we did that, because Hindi is spoken by the masses and it's our mother tongue, and so we thought, although we grew up listening to English music, and our first choice probably would have been to do something in English, but we thought that since we wanted to convey a particular sort of a message, so we have to speak the language of the people, so that's why we thought we'll go with Hindi. Regarding the theme of the album, most of the songs, they are about one's search and finding God through his creation basically, and not worshipping the creation but actually worshipping the creator and thanking him for it and just enjoying his creation.
The album Khoj, which is a self-titled album, that's our debut album, and the music is fusion music. There is some songs are rock, and there is a Sufi touch to the music, there is some pop. There's a lot of music in it, and we really couldn't categorize it into a certain genre.
कौन दिखाए दिशाएं रास्ते बताए गाए ये जहां तेरी ही सना गाए ये जहां तेरी ही सना
सूरज की किरणें जब मेरे चेहरे पर चलती है सुबह से इशारों पर
कौन दिखाए दिशाएं रास्ते बताए कौन दिखाए दिशाएं रास्ते बताए
Jab Se Ye Jana is a song which I wrote keeping in mind a young person, and it is about a person's life who has just found God, and it's not a big discovery really, but then there are certain lyrics which I've written in the song which says "Sul ki cigarette ke nashe se behtar uska nasha." So the nasha of God, the nasha of his being, you know, is something that this person who's singing this song has experienced. So that's about Jab Se Ye Jana. It has two versions in that album. One is it has an Arabian music, background music, and the other one is a pure rock version.
जब से ये जाना इसको पहचाना मैं नाचूं गाऊं खुशी से अब रह ना पाऊं सबको बताऊं यीशु आया मेरे घर यीशु आया मेरे घर इस दुनिया की रंगीनियों से पब्स के शोर शराबे से सुलगी सिगरेट के नशे से बेहतर उसका नशा मेरे दिल के अंधेरों में वो ले आया जो रोशनी सब कुछ हंसी है बस खुशी है यीशु आया मेरे घर
Our song Sochu is about a person who's very distressed with his life for various reasons. We don't know exactly what reasons. And he is very lonely and he's looking for some kind of peace. So he goes to a mandir and he goes to different places and he's trying to find somebody who can help him. So this is the main theme of the song, and in the end it says धीमी सी एक आहट क्या यही है तेरे कन्नों की. So it's an experience that everybody has a different experience of finding God. Free Your Mind is a song which is which it just says free your mind, free your soul. It's about living free, and the song begins with the lyrics, इस fast paced life में दौड़ता हुआ breathless जो मैं थक कर, मिल जाए मुझको कहीं तो आराम, सांस लूँ थोड़ा सा रुक कर. So the message is just stop once and just think about what you really want to be. आप क्या करना चाहते हो, आपकी लाइफ किस पर्पस के लिए बनी है. मे बी आप क्रिएटिव लाइन से थे लेकिन आप अकाउंटिंग में चले गए हैं, या and it's also true for both of us because we have worked in corporates and we had just lost touch of music completely. So we are living examples of the message we want to give. It's about just living free, and we can just let go of all the fears that we have. इस fast paced life में दौड़ता रहा हुआ breathless मैं जो थक कर, मिल जाए मुझको कहीं तो आराम, सांस लूँ थोड़ा सा रुक कर. Free your mind, free your soul, for he cares for you. Cast your burdens upon the Lord, for he cares for you. Take your worries to the Creator, take your problems to the Lord. He has promised never to leave you, never to forsake you. We want Khoj, our album, to reach the smallest town and the biggest city of India. This is for all our Indian friends, and we plan to do some road shows and unplugged performances everywhere in India, and we want to reach out to you with our music, and we're just looking forward to that. So when I was looking for platforms on how to promote my music online, or what should I do, should I make a website and buy a shopping cart to sell my music, I really didn't know what to do. So I came to know about ArtistAloud, and I found the link where I could upload music, and that's what I did. And then I got an email from them saying our music is approved. And my first question was, when I got an email and I got a call from them, is how much would you charge? And they said nothing. So it was a really big surprise to both of us, and I told him that they're not charging anything and they're promoting our music for free. So it was really a big thing for us, and I think it's a great opportunity for any independent artist, that they can just go to ArtistAloud, upload their music, and if they're good, they do get promoted. So I think you guys are just heaven sent for any independent artist.
कहानी पे सवर जाए मेरी जिंदगानी.